what's been going on is real, right? What's going on is heavy. What's going on is confrontational. What's going on, it's having people really look at themselves, truly look at themselves, inner selves. That's having changing the way people look at other people. It's bringing up past trauma. PTSD is real in a lot of this. This is not something that is happening for the first time. This has been happening for years, for a long time. My father fought for it in the 60s. So this is something that's been going on. It's a time where we're all living in quarantine. We've been stuck in our own little bubbles. There's a lot of emotions that go with it. There's fear, there's hate, there's depression. There's also this confusion where you have one community saying, I can't believe, what's going on. This is crazy. And you have another community saying, well, dang, yeah, it's been happening for the longest time. Thank you for finally realizing it. So there's a lot of talk and confusion and emotions wrapped in this. And there's a doctor that I listened to, Dr. Tama, and she posted this recently. And this is what really sparked this whole conversation, because I was like, how are we going to touch upon this today? So she said, rest is revolutionary. And that really sat with me for a bit. And I was kind of like, okay, I understand where she's coming from. Rest is revolutionary. Because with so much going on, I mean, you remember with coronavirus, it seems so long ago, but you remember with that, after a while, there was so much, you kind of learned to tune some of it out, turn it off, hit down the social media, turn off the news for a bit and just unplug. Well, that's kind of what you have to do after a while now. Take that time to rest and recharge. You have to sit in your thoughts for a while, sit with yourself and go through your heads and your emotions without any outside influence, and really sit and try and understand what it means to you and how it's affecting you, and take that time to rest and recharge, because there is a journey ahead and there is a fight ahead. And if you want to make a difference, your wellness is sacred in making a difference. You have to be healthy and you have to be at 100% if you want to make a difference. That's the real thing. And it's not about, putting down, what's happening and feeling selfish for wanting to take care of yourself. No, because there is a greater purpose out there, and you are making a difference. So in order to make that difference, you need to be well inside. Physically, mentally, you need to take that break. So my question to you is how are you taking that break? So you guys start writing it. I'm going to tell you a couple of things I do, but how are you taking that break to rest and recharge and kind of set your mind and give yourself that time? Like some of the things people have been doing, I've been getting messages from people, all day, because I've been asking, I'm curious to know. Some people say they're praying. Other people meditate, in the morning. There's so many different apps. If you don't know how to meditate, hey, there's Headspace that I've been going on. Just different ways to kind of get in control of your breath with so much going on. You can read. There's music you can listen to. So many things. I've started writing. I've really gotten into writing my book, and it's been really therapeutic. For everything that's going on. You can stretch, you can work out. It doesn't have to be hardcore. Go out for a walk, get in your thoughts. If you can't go outside, then just be able to sit and stretch and do some kind of stretching. I mean, if you guys want, Saturdays at 9 a.m., I do a live Zoom workout. This Saturday, I'm doing a yoga workout. So if you guys want to join in, if you need that time, that inner peace just to let your body relax, that's what you need. You need to sleep. You can't live on no sleep. Believe me, I did it for years. You cannot survive that way. You will start to break down, and it will affect you, and it will trickle down, and it will start to affect the ones that you love. And speaking of the ones you love, if you're feeling down and out, call someone you love. Make sure it's not the relative who's spreading the hate messages. But call someone who you love. Call a friend. Call someone who's there for you. Someone wrote me today that they do Legos and adult coloring books, to kind of get themselves back together and just unplug for a little bit and sit back. Something else I do good deeds. Today was a tough one. I didn't get much sleep. Listen to me here. I'm telling you to get sleep. And I didn't sleep that much last night because everything that's going on now was really starting to affect me, because I have a lot of friends who this is really affecting, and they're telling their stories, and it's hurting me. My friend telling me that, her son is a football player. He's going off to Rutgers, and he's a big dude. But she gets scared. He goes out to run at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she's scared to let him go. And it's like these little things and these stories that you hear. And aside from the fact, my personal family, we're going through some things too, and it's just, you just kind of need that time to recharge, because there's just so much and so much emotion. But I started doing these good deeds. So today I knew that my church was in need of some donations of food, so I picked up some stuff and I went over to the church and I dropped it off. A friend of mine had a great accomplishment, and she hasn't, really gotten to celebrate it and everything that's going on. So, you know what? I sent her some flowers. Just something so simple. People in my group who are killing it, crushing it in my accountability group, sent him a card. Sent someone else a little, gift, because they did so well that I was so proud of him. And, my friend called me and she got the flowers, and man, that made my day. Like, I made someone's day, doing those little things to kind of recharge yourself, and putting that vibe, that fire back, because you start to feel beat down. And that's the problem with so much hatred and so much anger and so much. You need to take that time to unplug and rest and recharge, because like I said, these doors that you're knocking on are starting to open, and now is the time. The conversations are starting. That is the key step, is that the conversations are beginning to start. So in order for you to make that difference, which you need to make and we all need to make together, you need to make sure that your wellness is in check, because it's sacred, and that is so important.